They told you freedom means doing whatever you want. But that's not freedom. That's chaos dressed in disguise. Real freedom begins the moment you learn to do what you must, even when you don't feel like it. Because the people who win in life aren't the ones who drift with the wind. They're the ones who steer it. Every morning, millions wake up already defeated. Not because they're weak, but because they've given their attention away. To noise, to comparison, to distraction. They scroll through other people's lives before they even touch their own dreams. They obey invisible masters, deadlines, opinions, algorithms, while their own purpose quietly starves inside them. And then they call that life. But that's not living. That's existing in a simulation you never coded. If your mind is a machine, then discipline is the programmer. And right now that machine is running someone else's script. The ads, the news, the expectations, all of it designed to make you react instead of create, to make you consume instead of build. You weren't born to react. You were born to design. You were born to look at your reality and say, "This is mine to shape." Discipline isn't restriction. It's power that's been directed. It's the moment Marie Curie stayed in her lab long after midnight, chasing light that didn't yet exist. It's Lincoln standing back up after every defeat. It's Walt Disney being told he lacked imagination and building an empire from that insult. The world doesn't bend to wishes. It bends to structure, to persistence, to people who decide instead of wait. That's what discipline really is. The decision repeated until it becomes identity. But here's the paradox. Discipline doesn't shrink your life, it expands it. Every time you say no to distraction, you say yes to direction. Every time you choose effort over ease, you stretch the limits of what's possible. It's not punishment. It's preparation. You can't create something extraordinary while living like everyone else. You can't find yourself if you never walk alone. The path of discipline feels narrow at first, but it leads to the widest horizon you've ever seen. On one side, the path is crowded, full of comfort, pleasure, instant approval. The lights flash. The noise is intoxicating. That's the path most people choose. But look closer. The faces there are blurred. They're walking in circles. The smiles are painted on. The applause fades fast. Now look at the other path. Quiet, empty, dimly lit. That's the path of the few. The ones who wake up before sunrise. The ones who read when others scroll. The ones who build when no one's watching. It's dark at first, yes. But at the end of that road, there's light that doesn't fade. The light of self-mastery. Discipline is the bridge between who you are and who you could be. It's what turns potential into power. But most people fear it because it exposes truth. It forces you to face your own weakness, your own excuses, your own habits that keep you small. That's why so many hide behind the myth of motivation. They wait for the feeling, but feelings are weather. Discipline is the climate. Motivation gets you started. Discipline keeps you moving when it rains, when it hurts, when no one claps. You don't need to feel ready, you need to start anyway. Every master began as an amateur who simply didn't stop. Frida Kahlo didn't paint because she felt inspired. She painted through pain until her art became truth. And every time she picked up the brush, she didn't say, "I can't." She said, "I haven't yet." That's the language of discipline. That's the voice that rewires your mind from victim to creator. Your habits are not random. They are programs. Every time you repeat an action, you write code into your subconscious. And one day, those lines of code become your identity. So ask yourself, who's writing your code right now? The world or you? If you want to reclaim your life, start debugging your mind. Every distraction you remove, every small promise you keep, every uncomfortable step you take, that's a line of code rewritten. That's you taking back control. Discipline is self-programming. It's you saying, "I choose the hard path because the hard path is where I find my power." When you train discipline, you're not killing freedom, you're building it. Freedom without structure is chaos, and chaos always collapses. Freedom built on discipline is unstoppable. It lets you say no to noise, no to temptation, no to the fake world trying to sell you meaning. And when you can say no with conviction, every yes becomes sacred. You were not designed to be comfortable. You were designed to evolve. The discomfort you feel when you resist the easy option, that's growth in disguise. Pain is not the enemy. Pain is proof that you're alive. And freedom, true freedom, is earned through pain that teaches, not pain that destroys. Every repetition of effort is a signal to your future self. I'm coming for you. You're not waiting to become powerful. You're already building the version that is. There's a quiet power that begins to grow once you realize no one is coming to save you. It's both terrifying and liberating. Because when you finally see that, you stop waiting for permission. You start moving from belief, not from circumstance. Belief is where transformation begins. It's not about wishing, it's about deciding. Every revolution, every invention, every breakthrough started with one person who believed before there was proof. Belief is the seed that grows even in darkness. The soil doesn't have to understand the seed, it only has to protect it. That's what belief does. It protects your potential long enough for reality to catch up. But belief without clarity is chaos. That's where most people get lost. They believe, but they don't know what they're believing for. They chase everything and capture nothing. You can't hit a target you haven't drawn. You can't live with purpose if you've never decided what that purpose is. Once you have clarity, discipline finally has direction. Otherwise, you'll spend your life climbing a ladder that's leaning on the wrong wall. Clarity is ruthless. It cuts away everything that doesn't belong. It tells you that most of what you think you need, you don't. Mastery is subtraction. The removal of everything that dilutes your focus. When clarity meets purpose, life begins to make sense. Purpose isn't a goal, it's a compass. It's what keeps you moving when every shortcut fails. Purpose doesn't promise comfort, it demands sacrifice. The stronger your purpose, the smaller your excuses become. Purpose without action is fantasy. Dreams only become real when they collide with movement. The universe doesn't respond to words, it responds to consistency. Every time you act on your goals, even in tiny steps, you send a signal to life that says, "I'm serious." That's when momentum builds. That's when things start shifting. Some days you'll wake up heavy, lost, tired, doubting everything. That's not a sign to stop. That's a sign you're getting closer. The resistance always grows louder before the breakthrough. Action without gratitude becomes hollow. Gratitude keeps your ambition from turning into anxiety. It reminds you that success isn't somewhere else. It's happening now. Even in struggle, you're blessed to be in the game. Because struggle is the proof of potential. Adaptability is the silent strength. Storms will come. Doors will close. People will leave. You'll think you're lost, but really you're being redirected. Adaptability isn't abandoning your goal. It's finding a new route when the map burns. The ones who endure don't pray for easy roads. They learn to drive on rough ones. Resilience grows when everything in you says give up. But you whisper back, not yet. It's quiet. It's forged in invisible hours when no one is watching. That's where character is built. The ones who keep going after the excitement fades. Those are the ones who end up changing everything. Learning ties it all together. Once you stop learning, your growth freezes, your purpose dulls, your discipline weakens. The strongest minds are students forever, humble enough to admit ignorance, hungry enough to keep asking. Every failure becomes feedback. Every mistake becomes information. You don't get what you want. You get what you become. So become the kind of person who can hold what you're asking for. Become the kind of person whose focus is stronger than temptation. Once you do, the world can't help but rearrange itself around your energy. Freedom is not the absence of rules. It's the rare state of being able to trust yourself. It's walking into chaos with calm eyes, because you've built your own order inside. When you master yourself, you stop chasing control. Because you are control. Your mind becomes the still point in the storm. Discipline turns noise into music. It takes the chaos of life and arranges it into rhythm, into purpose. The world worships outcomes, but the masters worship process. Greatness isn't built in moments of applause, but in the solitude of repetition. It's built when your body says no, and your soul whispers yes. The pain you feel isn't punishment, it's purification. Every test you face is the universe asking, are you ready for what you asked for? And your answer isn't in words, it's in persistence. Because every time you keep going when quitting feels easier, the world takes note. It rearranges itself to match the person you're becoming. The ones who win aren't the fastest or the loudest. They're the ones who simply refuse to stop showing up. Every day, every hour, every small step that no one sees. Success isn't an explosion, it's erosion. The quiet wearing away of weakness until only strength remains. Think of the sculptor. He looks at a block of stone and doesn't see rock. He sees potential. He doesn't add anything. He removes what doesn't belong. That's what you're doing every day. Every distraction you cut away. Every excuse you carve out. Every fear you face. You're removing what isn't you. The more you let go, the closer you get to who you really are. And once you meet that version of yourself, the one that doesn't flinch, doesn't fold, doesn't run, you'll realize you weren't training to become someone else. You were returning to who you were before the world told you who to be. Silence is where your direction is born. The disciplined don't fear solitude. They need it. It's where they refine their vision and reconnect with their compass. You can't be free if you're addicted to noise. You can't be focused if you're attached to approval. You can't be great if you keep needing permission to move. True freedom is built, not found. It's built through the slow fire of self-mastery, through the weight of responsibility, through the courage of staying the course. It's not glamorous, it's not easy, but it's yours. Life tests your focus not to punish you, but to polish you. It strips away the easy options so you're left with only one choice. Rise. And when you rise, something changes inside you. You stop being reactive. You start being deliberate. You stop asking, why me, and start declaring, try me. Discipline isn't the enemy of freedom. It's the foundation of it. When you can trust yourself, you stop being afraid of the future, because you know you'll handle whatever comes. There's a moment when the grind turns into grace, when what once felt forced begins to flow, when the routine becomes rhythm, and the struggle becomes song. Freedom was never the reward. It was the result of refinement. So keep walking the road few dare to take. Keep building what doesn't exist yet. Keep trusting that your silence today will echo as thunder tomorrow. One day you'll wake up and the noise won't reach you anymore. Standing in that stillness will be someone unrecognizable. You evolved. You unshaken. You free. You won't need validation. You won't chase approval. You won't be running anymore. You'll be leading. Because you trained discipline into freedom. You programmed your life into alignment, and everything you once chased will start moving toward you. Wake up tomorrow not to alarms, but to purpose, not to notifications, but to direction. Build your day like an artist builds a masterpiece, one stroke at a time. Don't let your attention be stolen. Don't let your energy be sold. Hold it, guard it, aim it, because your attention is creation. And what you focus on, you become. When doubt whispers, when fatigue hits, when fear tightens, smile, because that's the test. That's the signal you're in the fire where transformation happens. Stay there. Keep your hands steady. The noise will fade. The results will come. One day you'll look back and realize you didn't just build a life. You built yourself. And that's the real victory. The real freedom. The kind of freedom no one can take because it wasn't given. It was built